I want to give you the one tip that has helped me more than anything else in my life when I feel like I am stuck. And this tip, I guarantee you have never heard it before. And if you hear it and apply it, it will change your life forever. So this advice comes in two parts. First of all, let me tell you why you are stuck. You think that you're stuck because you don't have any good ideas. But I know the truth. You have plenty of good ideas. What you actually lack is not ideas, but execution. And the reason why you overthinking the execution of your ideas is because you have bought into this idea that everything you do must be amazing from day one. And that is just simply not true. Most things can get better with time, but they need to start somewhere. And there is always an opportunity to improve something. You see it as really easy to feel like you're not doing enough when you compare yourself to other people who seem to have everything together, who have the perfect branding, the perfect products, the perfect videos, the perfect everything. But what you don't see behind the scenes is all the times that that person messed up, all the times that they were rejected, all the times that they failed, all the videos that they never published, all the products that they never brought to life. You don't see any of that because they didn't share it with you. And that is why you feel bad about yourself, because you don't see the full picture. Now, I'm gonna tell you something that might hurt a little bit. There is no such thing as being born with talent. Talent is just the ability to make good art, whatever medium that may be: video, music, writing, sculpture, painting, business, sales, marketing, you name it. And that talent is developed over years and years and years of trying and failing and learning from those failures and repeating the process until you get it right. There is nothing magical about the way that someone else did it that you cannot also do. You can learn to be talented. It just takes time. And so the thing that most people fail to do is take action. They stay stuck because they're waiting for the perfect time, the perfect plan, the perfect everything. And while they're waiting, the perfect opportunity passes them by because opportunities favor the bold. For example, I started this YouTube channel without knowing anything about cameras, audio, lighting, editing, thumbnails, titles. I knew absolutely nothing about any of that stuff. In fact, I was even more green than that. I had never even watched a single YouTube video on this platform before I started making them myself. I just decided that I wanted to try it out and I did it. I pressed record and I put myself out there. Now, was that perfect? Absolutely not. In fact, I cringe when I look back at some of my old videos. But guess what? That's okay. It doesn't matter. Because I didn't get stuck. I kept going. And every time I press record, I get better. I get closer to my goals. I get closer to being the type of creator that I want to be. And that is how you get to where you want to be. Not by trying to be perfect, but by trying to get better. Let me ask you a question. If you were starting a new fitness program tomorrow, would you wait until you had become the healthiest person on planet Earth before you got started? Of course not. You would just start and then get healthier over time. Why is it that we only expect perfection from ourselves when it comes to creative endeavors? Why do we treat these things that are meant to be an outlet for us as something that needs to be a chore? Think of every video that you make as a workout. Would you miss a workout because your muscles weren't developed enough? No, you wouldn't. You would just show up and lift those weights. Maybe you'd start off with just 5 push-ups and then you'd build up over time. But you wouldn't miss that workout just because you weren't in peak physical condition yet. So, why do we do that to ourselves when it comes to creating? If you're watching this video, then chances are that you enjoy creating. Creating should be fun. Creating should be enjoyable. Yes, there is work involved, but it should bring you joy. We've been taught that we're not allowed to enjoy our work, that we're not allowed to find happiness in what we do, that we need to suffer for our art. That's just nonsense. Your art does not need to be painful. Now, I want to give you another piece of advice, and this is coming from someone who has struggled with perfectionism their entire life. Stop caring about what other people think. This is one of the biggest causes of the perfectionist behavior. You see, when you care too much about what other people think, you put too much emphasis on the first impression. And the first impression is almost always going to be imperfect. Almost every first video you make, you're gonna watch it and you're gonna say, "Wow, that sucked. That was terrible. Don't do that. That wasn't great. I need to go back and do it again." Well, maybe you do need to go back and do it again, but not because the first attempt sucked, because you have an opportunity to improve. That's it. That's the only reason. Here's a little secret. I am re-recording this video. The first time I recorded it, I was too fast. Too many filler words. I didn't think I was hitting my marks. I thought I could do better. So I hit stop. I took a deep breath. I started again, and now I'm recording this version for you. Do you know what I'm gonna do with the first version? I'm probably gonna delete it. Nobody will ever see it. I won't even keep it for myself. I will have tried, failed, learned from that failure and improved. And that is the cycle that leads to success. You cannot get stuck in the cycle of trying to be perfect. Trying to be perfect is trying to be someone that you're not. It's trying to be someone that doesn't exist. There is no such thing as a perfect person. We're all human. We all make mistakes. We all have flaws, and that is what makes us special. You see, if everyone is trying to be perfect, then no one is trying to be themselves, because no one knows who that person is. There is no such thing as a perfect idea either. Ideas are just concepts. Concepts can always be improved upon. There is always room for improvement. That is why we brainstorm. That is why we collaborate. That is why we ask other people for feedback. It is not because we think that we're perfect and we just need to find the perfect idea. It's because we know that we suck and we need to get better. Now, I'm gonna tell you the truth about why you really want everything to be perfect. You don't want everything to be perfect because if everything is perfect, then you don't have anything to improve. And if you don't have anything to improve, then you don't have any reason to keep going. You see, when you're trying to be perfect, you're actually trying to hide. You're trying to hide from your problems. You're trying to hide from the fact that you're not good enough, smart enough, pretty enough, rich enough, talented enough. You're trying to hide from the fact that you're a fraud. But I'm here to tell you, you're not a fraud. You're not. You're not. You're not. You're not. And even if you are, well, guess what? I am too. We're all frauds. We're all pretending that we know what we're doing. We're all just faking it till we make it. And that's okay. That's okay. It's okay to fake it till you make it. But at some point, you have to stop faking it and you have to start improving. At some point, you have to stop hiding and you have to start being vulnerable. You have to start showing up. You have to start being seen. That is what this channel is all about. That is what my book is all about. That is what my courses are all about. It's about helping people just like you to get unstuck. It's about helping you to overcome the fear of rejection, the fear of failure, the fear of putting yourself out there and being seen. If you want to learn more about how to do exactly that, then go pick up a copy of my book. Go check out one of my courses. Go subscribe to this channel. I'll see you next week.